back to Monster Sanctuary. Last time we left it off in Sanctuary. And yeah. Our plot points include going to preserve the sun's light, fucking up some alchemists, and dealing with some goblins that are rioting. So, our currently unexplored areas is I've not gone too far east of the Dungeon Keep here. I did explore Iceland a bit. What I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the Sun Palace and then go to the Far East. Or actually, maybe I'll just go Far East now. Right. What were the side stories? Alright, Blood Mystery. Well, let's see what Team K take him on, actually. So I think I'm gonna do that. It is time. Look, I've discovered the location of the Blob statue in the Stronghold Dungeon. Right. Well, if we can beat him, that'd be great. If we can't, well, you know, we'll know. Call +3. So we could use that. You use that. Okay. This will let him capitalize a little bit better on his crit damage modifier when he attacks. Exchange. Turtle. I'm going to give that Pandora's box. Ribbon will replace the +3 one. Gauntlet here is. This will be fine. Onward we go. Hello, Baron. Hello there. Nice you come by again, but I can see your eyes more of this visit, isn't there? Don't tell me. I know exactly why you came. You must have summoned one of those blob statues, right? Yeah. Maybe you know more about them. Sorry, I can't help you. It's a mystery. What? It's a guard to secrets. Let's duel. Alright, they're level 17, we're 18. This will be fine. Alright, so first off, they get a fuck ton of buffs. So, I'm going to initially Shadow Storm them. Then we're gonna Toxic Slash. They all have Earth to begin with, it looks like. Obviously. We'll blind them again. Alright, then I'm going to... buy Cleansing Flame, or... yeah, Cleansing Flame 1. I'm gonna try Cleansing Flaming this one. I remove spell shields, that's nice. Full one for the bleed damage causing one. Fool. Alright, so. There we go. And you, I'm going to Combo Potion myself. Not me. And yeah. Alright, Iceman's here. Frick. They all went for the option to make them bleed out harder. Alright. That killed all three of them at once because they were a little foolish and they both decided to make themselves bleed on myself. Alright. With that said, let's capitalize on this, and yeah. Alright. Well, they lost the bleed stack because of that, but... Deathwing doesn't do that much damage, but he does do the Yugioh. And they're both dead. Ah, not bad. That's right. Really sorry, so she girl. I'll leave you the strongest blobs. Take this key and run with it. Alright. Well. To the next level of beating, I have to take beating. For this guy, I'm going to... I'll grab an extra chill just so I have a way to inflict that. I'll learn that. This next. I'll learn explosion. And Caligar is going to. Gravity is insane. Alright. Means I don't necessarily have to take Air Sickle. Okay. Make Lori hurt harder. Or hit harder. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Well, here we are. First place I'm gonna go is to the keep. Surprised I haven't explored East of here yet. I believe I have that guy. There we go. Another way into the ancient woods, I see. Alright. Alright, I will fuck these guys up. Yeah, sure, they won't take as much damage from poison, but hey. That's what fire stabs is for. Nice. And he's dead. Now he's gonna die too. And ye die. Alright. That's been done. Onward. Nope. Alright. So if we want to get down there, we actually have to go around the long way. Which is fine. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, at least the enemy on the other side. This is fine. The way I want to go is probably this way. Shows both beating them up. Alright, and we're going to freeze the mole bear. Ah, there's 3 of you here already. Hello, welcome. This place. They both gain bleed stacks, which means they're going to basically die. Or at least that one is going to be super dead. The other one is going to get stabbed by some fiery stabs. Alright, onward. Whoops. Wrong place to use that ability. Whoops. Keep not hitting the button in time. Whoops. Well, I hit X at the right time. Whoops. Going a little too fast. Nope. There we go. Done. Part of dungeon's connected. No, we can beat him up again. It's fine. Alright. There's you, and I don't know. You. It'll be fine. I'll apply the shock. And then the gale. Okay. That one's dead. That one's gonna be dead too. Do do do. Dun, 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 dun. Down here. The green blob has been activated. Oops, that was a long way around. Ah. Alright. Play more of those shards. This is fine. Don't think they've been bought yet. They cannot be bought yet. This is fine. We can now use this ability since we encountered the rainbow blob before. This will allow us to get into some weird areas. One of them is going to be over here. Okay. I have to do... Whoops. Did not jump right at the time. Try again. Whoops. Keep jumping too soon. There we go. Got a shift stone from here. E. Got a way to activate the earth and the electric orbs now, so I can actually take the alternate path that is on the other side of the blue caves. This is good. I also get these while I'm at it. To the bottom. I have the monster for this, but I don't have a way to deal with this yet because I haven't met them in the I haven't met them in the actual game yet. Other than just me having it from the previous run of game. I'll fight him. Or was it Tanuki? Alright. Well, suppose I can glory, or blessing rather. Crits are big! And that one's going to die. Maybe. That one made a mistake. Dead. Alright. Take a swig of drink here. And press on. I'm pretty far away from the monster that causes those to be able to materialize, so I won't be fortunate enough to get that ability yet. And a couple are dead. So the weapons that not me and Deathwing are holding are actually games from later on in the game. This one causes random buffs or random debuffs to be applied, and this one causes your blood to bleed if you attack it. Ninkinunka. They don't like the wind or the fire. Oh, some of these, I'll put a stop to that. I'll try to apply some chill on them. Alright. Alan's lucky enough to not bleed this time. Absolutely roasted. No plan. I know it's possible to do that. I have to... I'll kill these critters first. And dead. And dead. And dead. Alright, got that. Not bothering with that chest. Oh, we approach the cutscene from this side. Center Sun Palace. Usually, tower would be up there, but it's not up there right now. Someone put it down. To the basement. Alright. We'll explore what we can of this place here. They don't like the flames. Nor the earth. Had been bamboozled me this early, didn't you? And you're our biggest threat. And also dead. Got a reward box out of it, but still. Yugioh, yes. Exposed. Is a good plan. And we're gonna make Helger age a bit. And move forward. We have to make this one. We don't have the range fire attack one for that yet. So I'm not gonna bother with that. They keep making Tanukis appear. And yeah. You're dead. Alright. Sled. 6 hits in there. He doesn't have anything special, so I'm going to fire stab will kick in. Well, the crit will kill it, so that's fine. That was enough. Alright, the tower is descended by one stage. In order to get to the next part of the dungeon that we want to go to here, we have to go to the tower that we just created. This guy will be like, well done, but we need to get higher. Hydrants are flooded, but this tower has some switches on the sides, like this one. That will lower the water level so we can get down further. To go beyond. So, next floor. We don't have a way to swim proper in the water yet, so that's why we had to lower the water level. We get our method of swimming after this dungeon's over, though. Like, we can jump, but our jump is dampened a bit by the water. Because we're carrying so many, like, pokey badges and other weird shit here, so that it's not going to work out that well otherwise. Alright. Now this is unlocked. We shall... We can't swim, obviously, or fly down here, so... Our destination is here. Alright, onward we go. Ah! Not War Turtle and the double-headed snake are here. My friends. The commies don't like magic, you see. They shall oblige. Should have Thunderbolt first, actually. There we go. And I'll just get rid of the bazooki in the middle. Alright, so... Versal Sticky Web. That will kill the one on the right and damage the one on the left severely. And one on the left is getting a lightning bolt to the face. Ah, I got a bazooki egg. Nice. Can we get the Sicko Phantom? Maybe, hopefully. Yeah, the commies will defend against the Lizardmen, but we'll be able to get rid of the other ones just fine the other way. Alright, that one's gonna bleed quite a bit. Well, the restore, obviously. Wow, they could have done better there. Yeah, I mean, And I'll use Poison Bomb to... I'll use Freeze to take care of this one. Feels fine. Where's that? Nice. Alright. I move on. I'll worry about exploring down there after I unflood the tunnel. And Psycho Phantoms again. You're not a gun. They're getting some charges. Alright. Well. They're dead. Got some... Wait, Stardust. We got Stardust from these guys? Weird. Alright. Not quite make it out. Come on. Alright. One more. So close. One more. After that, I am going to move on and finish dungeon. Nope. I keep hitting the button on accident. For a fish dungeon. Alright. Conjure the magic. Art is weak to the flame. This will hopefully get shock at other people. Or not. So you gotta learn some psychokinesis later. Alright, well. do that. We will solar flare them. This will hopefully kill the Psycho Phantoms. There we go. And then we just have to bully the Kabe. Perfect. And now we bully. Okay. So the objective of this is not to get all of them open. But you need to be able to get up here and get to a switch on that side. Let me see if that one's doable. No. That one might be doable. Yeah. I just have to open those switches now. That'll unlock that switch, and that switch at the end will unlock that door. And there we go. Linkinunka. They don't seem to be big fans of magic, you see. It should slow them down a little bit. On the side, they're willing to take bleed. So it's gonna take more. Ugh, mug kid. Fuck. Alright. Well, gotta survive the guy. This is fine. Now can die. Everyone's gonna burn, then bleed. Like so. Got an Inky egg. Ah, boss. Is going to take more from the debuff. That's a lot more bleed. I'll strip some of those off. Okay. Scrub all those off. And dead. 4-star worthy effort, but hey. We already had one, so we at least have one. That is the water switch. Or tower switch. Now it's time to move on. Any of the triggers and bumpers will summon that screen. Good to know. I wonder if the Stardust does anything special with the Psycho Venom. I'll have to see. When that time comes, as we get to the tree finally. Whoops, there's a ledge I can jump to over there. We're gonna do that real quick. Skill potion. Nothing on that side. But if I'm a Lancer now, I can probably see if there's anything in the inventory I can use. Well, actually, I'll check to see if I can upgrade things. Going to upgrade the crown. I'll need more bronze. Upgrade to second tier. This I'll need. Use orb and verdant gems and some axes of steel. This is fine. We can also turn our eggs. Alright. Alright, skill point distribution. Let's do that real quick. I was gonna grab this because I inflict a lot of bleed with combination of Lizard Man and not me. Pretty decent, generally speaking. Just crit harder. Nice, we'll take that. Good synergy. This I'm going to... He doesn't actually hit all that hard. Well, he's good against, depending against the fellers. I'll attack proc on it just so he has some additional damage on his side when he does things, but yeah. Alright, I'm going to grab Solar Burst 2. Caliger. Since I use Glory quite a bit with this one, I'm gonna improve Glory immediately for this one. Alright. On we go. I'll buy more of those. This is good. Then we're gonna complete the Sun Palace here. At least that is the plan. Oops. I could start on exploring the area on the other side. Or actually, I'll see what's to the left here. Okay. We got dudes. And dead. Alright. All I'll do is a full utility that one. Okay. They ain't gonna be doing much to us. And I'll delete that one. Dead. Well, that got cleared. Oh. Secret holes. Okay. I knew there was something in the Sun Palace regarding Plop. And oh, actually, this is a New Game Plus playthrough. So, like, I actually have some dudes from closer to the end of the game last time around, just for re-leveling up things. It has been a while since I've dived into the Sun Palace, though. I know that there's something in here that I'm doing for a side quest in addition to doing the main quest. So I'd say a second playthrough. So it's ongoing here. I do Deathwing, Not Me, and Lizard Man. So no. I'm not doing hard mode immediately. I might try a hard mode run at some point, but not exactly doing that right now. That will blind them. That guy doesn't like the stab. There's that. Alright, well that one's gonna be weak to the wind. What a wizardry here. Even though Lizard Man doesn't directly benefit from it, Not Me does, so that works out. Alright. And that one is going to die next turn. Like, I don't even have to touch it, and it's going to die. This gets the most hits in on that feller. It does 2 big hits. That does 3 hits. That does 5. And no matter what I do here, Ninki Nanka is dead. Because of debuff. Alright, that's the extra tower increase. Clever. So the other way I didn't go is the way for, I believe it's the blob statue for this area. So I'm gonna go do that real quick. Addition to everything else. Alright. Well, before I do that, alright, lighting this leads to boss. So we're not going to do that just yet. I will do it, but not just yet. I'm going to explore the other part of this that I didn't get to explore beforehand. Or the place I didn't explore beforehand, rather. The part underneath the waves here. Gotta make sure. And downward. Here. There it is. This guy. There's that. This might actually be better than the mana regen for this guy. That way he'll have somewhat comparable damage to everything else. Alright. I can kill one in our group. Alright, Fuzuki likes the water, not the fire. Kelger can make an appearance. Lizard Man, and not me. This will inflict poison on all of them. Then not me can start to... I'll try and put the chill on that one. Shield may keep it alive. Alright. New plan. Ice Storm again. And we'll make sure I don't die immediately here. I'll use a regular potion on not me. Alright. Well, that one really, it's gonna bite the dust, you see. Blessing. Why not full utility? And 2 big hits. Nice crits. Alright. Yeah, what run I'm doing here is, when I played through this the first time, when I streamed it the first time, there was a thing that happened where my internet cables were messed up. Like, not the cables themselves, but like a setting to the box that they went to got messed up during a power surge. So that caused me to lose connection constantly. So this New Game Plus run is basically me replaying it and in such a way that I can actually upload to YouTube without feeling ashamed of having a spotty internet connection during that time frame. Actually, I think we do light that pipe. Sign the puff. Hello, friend. It's weak to earth, you say? How about Deathwing, Lizardman, and not me? Deathwing can do this first. That has a lot of evasion. Oh, I just cleansed a couple of those debuffs off. Well, it didn't cleanse those ones, but did cleanse a couple of them. Yeah, this guy's gonna hurt a little bit. Let's see, he's got some natural evasion. Holy crit! It is going to bleed out even harder from me. Or not me, rather. Excuse me. Gotta be correct when I say who it is. Now it's time to finish this guy off. Dead. Well, not great performance because we got mangled, but we did beat it. Debuff healing, check. Considering that people are going to target, like, might target this guy on accident or a lot, I'm going to pick that up. On you. Debuff damage, or increased damage against those with debuffs. Nice. We'll do that. Gonna take the next tier of wizardry. Caliger is going to... I'll upgrade Ice Storm. And you... I'll get Thunderstrike. I'll upgrade these guys when I start using them. This might be a good thing to pick up initially. Now we go. Spectral Keeper. Some dickbag took my koi. I'm gonna kick his ass. His ass hard. There you are, Keeper! That's right, been watching you with my weird mask and beard. Alright, so that's kind of a complicated question to answer, but a couple of monsters I like. Well, I like this wolf. I picked him for this particular run because, as it turns out, my other favorite monster, the eagle, was my starter for the last run of this, and he's doing pretty well. Other monsters I like the Rocky. Rocky's pretty fun, as well as his evolved form. He's pretty buff, specifically. I also like the Amori Lizard Man. He's great. I also like Not Me, or the trying to remember what their exact name is, but they're from the forbidden area that you unlock later. You corner it and fight that way. Alright. Wind. Alright. I got an electric on all of them. Yes, it can be quite insane. I know this one will heal, so I'm going to take care of it now. Alright, Keeper Duels. And receiving a bleed from Not Me. Alright, Lizardman's dead. Deathwing, you're next. Ah. Oh yeah, the Manticore. That guy is adorbs. Alright. These two. I have the sticky webs I can throw at people. And we will lightning strike the shit out of this one. Bleed harder. Ah! Don't have anyone with Congeal, and don't have a reason to wipe debuffs right now, but That one can be frozen. And Thunderstorm. Right, Falcador might get knocked out here, but I have the revival thing on him, so he'll be fine. And wow, that guy really wants to die. For reference, Not-Me has, say, the shifter on the right-hand side here. He has the Thorny Tendril from one of the boss monsters. And when someone targets him, they make them bleed a bit. So that's a mechanic. Poison bomb check. And let's see. Not that I need to overkill, but, you know, good effects. Alright. Well. Bring out the rainbow slime. Rainbow blob. Yes. All of Deathwing go next. And Deathwing, I gave him the Abyssal Sword from the story final boss guy. It's quite wild on him. He got burned. And one last overkill. And dead. Ah, you defeated me. I don't respect you, but you may have this monster back, but I made it dark now. Oh no. Not the shifting. Your fish may go into the sky now, from whence it came. Ah! Alright, well, we no longer have a black hole sun. We're good. And now we have the shifted monster mechanic appearing. And also, we have eggs. Now we have the shifting ability. For those watching this on YouTube for the first time, when I finally upload this, shifting is a mechanic that allows you to change some characteristics of a monster. I'll actually demonstrate on one of the ones I have here. Well, after I open these reward boxes. I'll use a shift stone on... I have not used it on Poe yet. I'll use later. Since this guy will apply more debuffs, actually, I give him Supremacy. Yeah, you can shift one. Once you shift one, you would have to use the switch stones to switch their shift to the other one. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. We have Koi now. Because we have Koi now, we can... We can swim. Which is a prerequisite for an area later. Actually, I'll go to the ice place now and use it. To swim. You just swim. Well, these guys will be easy. Yeah, these guys. Well. I'll power it up. Well, I could use fire on him, but it's fine. Now, shift stone and a skill potion. Oops, didn't go that way. I'll go. This way. Allow me to go down this way. Da, 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 da. Now we have the Goblin King to take care of. Alright. That's... And I have to get there from the other side. Because I don't have the ability to fly up even higher than I can now. Yet. Alright. Got that. Going this way. I believe going this way is... Oh, we'll see. I believe this way is up. It should take us to the Tree of Life, the Tree of Evolution. That thing. Yep, that's it. Or it takes us straight back to the Stronghold Dungeon. This is fine too, but almost will do it for exploration purposes. Alright, we can't get up there yet. Not for a while. When Birdman Steve finally gets the ability to carry us up there, we'll go back up. We'll go back there. These guys are going to be 21s. Alright, let's see here. That one needs to die or else. That's a lot of crits and kills. And let's see. Ugh. And dead. And that one decided to make himself bleed. Yeah, sure, he's got regeneration, but at what cost? Causes they dead. And that's a Druido cake? Bullshit. Got one now. If we're going this way. Gives us a gem. Go this way. Going this way leads us to get progress done. There we go. Oh, we got shifted Druid Oak here. Let's go. Alright. They don't like the water, and Druid Oak does not like the fire. So how about we give them their worst nightmares? Freeze to weaken the Mechamoth's abilities. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Yugioh. Just they killed him off. It kills him off. Damn. And they're voluntarily giving themselves more lead. At least the one was. Shit. And then boom. And we got a dark shifted Druido Keg. Oh, right. Thing I was gonna do up here. Alright. This is the Tree of Evolution. Our merchant here is here. He's afraid of the Goblin King. He reached this place and he wants us to beat him up, but we can also buy stuff from him. Goodbye, this poison dart now. Already named Mons, we talked to that one. We talked to this one, learn about the evolution. Need a catalyst in order to evolve them. So everyone has like a stone or some weird thing to do. Got magical clay. And also, we found this Stardust on like a Psycho Phantom, so I'm wondering. Nope. They just randomly dropped it for some reason. That was weird. But now is the time for me to experiment. Stardust. I know that it works on the Groomies. I'm just curious if it works on anything else. It probably doesn't work on anything else, but that is hilarious if it would. Alright, we're not gonna worry about it. Sure, tell me about the history of this place. Kenshore was born here. Alright. What do we got? In the crowd. Okay. I wonder. Alright. When it applies debuffs, chances for a debuff. This one increases a lot of stuff, but makes it very much offensive to the enemy and everyone else involved. Well then. And about the glowfly. Don't think I have the glowfly proper, so I just have the glow draw. Well, that's fine. Let me see here. So I believe the last lava statue is in the beach somewhere. So it'll be a while before we unlock that. But always a big but. Wait a minute. So I cannot donate the Tanuki statue to Tanukis. That's weird. Oh well. Not the end of the world or anything. Kinda strange though. Lob key. Well, I'm actually overheating quite a bit where I am currently, so let's see if someone else is streaming this game and go check them out. Alternatively, I'll see if someone on my stream team is streaming. Which I'll be able to find out real quick. Alright. Well. There's always my friend that is playing DVD. Thank you for stopping by today, folks. We hope to see you again. Y'all have a good day. Whoops. That was a weird thing. Try that again. Huh. It leaves me in the raid window. That's weird. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. We'll take care of it. Thank you for stopping by. We hope to see you again. Y'all have a good day. And now we end the stream.